Hello and welcome to Grade 2 Music Theory Untangled. The lessons for this video series assume that you have completed the work in Grade 1 Music Theory Untangled and that you have completed the work in the previous videos. There are 8 video lessons and 9 worksheets. Watch this short video for Lesson 5, which focuses on scales, semitones and intervals, then find the concepts discussed in your concept sheets. Refer to these concepts as you complete the exercises for this lesson. Mark your work using the answer sheets and remember that there will sometimes be more than one correct answer. If you are unsure, check with your teacher. Let's dive in. Before starting work on the Lesson 5 worksheets, it's a good idea to revise your key signatures, scale degree numbers, and semitone patterns for major and harmonic minor scales. Also, revise stem directions, as a lot of students put stems on the wrong side of a note head or in the wrong direction, and you will lose marks in an exam if your stems are not in the correct place. Let's look at intervals. Intervals are the distance between two notes. Counting the lowest note as 1, then count up the notes of the scale, including the start and finishing notes. Name the interval on the scale degree number that you landed on. This is a major second. How do I know? The key signature has no sharps or flats and the bottom note is C. If I count up from C to the top note and C is note 1, then from C to D is 1 to 2. Therefore the interval is a second. I know from my sheets that a second is always a major interval regardless of the key signature. This is a perfect fourth. How do I know? The key signature has an F sharp, so I am in G major. The bottom note is G, therefore note 1. If I count up from G to the top note C, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore the interval is a fourth. I know from my sheets that fourths are always perfect intervals. In other words, they don't change if the key is major or minor. So my answer is perfect fourth. This interval is a third, but is it major or minor? Firstly, count up from E to G, 1, 2, 3, which gives me a third. The key sign tells me it could be G major or E minor, but if I look at the bottom note, it's an E, therefore I am in an E minor, which makes this interval a minor third. For it to be a major third, the top note would need to be a G sharp, as in E major, G has a sharp in the key signature. You are now ready to work through the Lesson 5 worksheets. The information in this lesson can be found in your concepts sheets. Read these carefully, then complete the worksheet for this lesson. Mark your work by comparing your answers to the answer sheets. Remember that there may be more than one correct answer for each question. If you are unsure, check with your teacher. See you next lesson.